Dear viewers, welcome to this reading. This coffee cup reading is for all Virgo and it's for the month of April, a little bit over 2026. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. My dear Virgo, this is about different areas of your life, everything you need to know, what is important, what's hidden, what's coming, what are some of the most important factors to empower you, knowing what is ahead. My dear Virgo, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here to this reading, and I'd like you to know, be mindful that prior to this coffee cup, I do meditate, and I'm given a lot of information, which I write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you at the end of the reading. So stay tuned for that. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to this beautiful coffee cup. I hope you'll enjoy it. Some of you are leaving for a trip or somewhere. Someone's leaving. Yes, and my best wishes to all of you in every way. Now, my dear Virgo, I'm going to show you what your cup looks like so I can begin this reading. So many new passages. Wow. Decisions. All right, this is wonderful. All right, let's see. The decisions, I'm seeing it right here. The reasons for all these decisions is because there is a karmic chapter ending and your path is clearing. You are going to be loving this. You're going to be resting from something that was sort of like challenging your intuition, perhaps. Something that was someone with a hidden motive that you couldn't work out what it was. Someone that might have even looked or sounded or acted in a deceptive way that you couldn't work out. So that sort of is coming to an end, or has. So you'll notice that your anxiety is diminishing, disappearing. Your feelings of anxiety are all gone, and you can finally let your guard down and live in peace. So this was someone apparently very disruptive to your daily life. This person could have been a Taurus with Aries in them, very possibly, because I'm seeing Taurus, Aries here. And I'm seeing that the situation could be reaching its end within May, or maybe by May, it'll be either over, or you will know that you can't safeguard the situation. You've got to let it go. This is all happening between April and May, because we've got Aries, we've got Taurus. Yeah, April, May. I'd say April, May. But May, most of the actions are taking place in May. For many of you, it'll be 14 weeks from the time you see this coffee. So attempting to safeguard it is going to be honestly, it's just not going to work. So there will be disruptions until this karmic chapter ends. And this is all happening so that you can really concentrate on what you love doing, what you need. And also there could be someone special destined in your life, or a special work. If it's a work situation that you're leaving behind, there could be something more wonderful destined soon. But I'm seeing you, this is the time for you to withdraw and just build your strength up without distraction. You need quiet time to be able to move forward. Hard work is ahead, so you'll need to have all your strength for that. Hard work is going to take you to high levels on the road to success. 2 pathways are opening, 2 opportunities. While you're in the midst of peace and harmony, there's going to be enjoyment, there's going to be resilience, there's going to be a lot of goodness around you, sweet goodness, and you'll be lifted out of the negativity and put into a very nice lightness of being, like being really comfortable. And I also see something important that you are doing or about to do is going to make a big impact. Whether it's a big job that is personal job, like you're trying to get somebody organizing their life, or getting them married, or preparing for something really big, trying to organize somebody's life, like their health and their well-being. While you're in the midst of this, a new job, a new raise is possible, and a great proposal comes to you. A proposal or a proposition that is going to bring you a lot of success. You will be surrounded with success. Now, I do see some plans are unsuccessful, and you're wondering about that as to why they become unsuccessful when you do everything like properly and right. But I feel like this is a situation involving other people, other family members or other people, like I said, especially your dealings with someone that's dark featured. They might have dark hair. or could be a relationship with this person. I do see that there are situations sort of coming to an end so that you can move on to the next level. And I feel like you have to be clear by September around your birthday, because I feel like in September there is something taking place of a romantic or business, new beginning, either romance or business. You are going to be so grounded and your health is going to be doing well. Personal growth I see for you without a doubt, and connecting to source, like really having time to spend in meditation or in prayer or in breathing. Your desires are going to be spectacular. There's a magnetic attraction that you're feeling around you. That kind of, what do they call it? That je ne sais quoi kind of feeling where everything, like there's a lot of yearning, there's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of those going on. And it's right then that you are getting connected with someone. And I do see a ring, and this ring, two rings. Okay, so the ring is to do with a connection, a deal, an agreement, marriage. So I feel like it's happening around September with someone that has a very deep energy. Now this, I'm not saying it's a soulmate, because I'm not seeing a soulmate, but it could be someone like a twin flame where they will have fire in them and water, or maybe either one. Fire and water is your soulmate, so you can't have them all as a soulmate. If it's a twin flame, you have either water with earth or fire with earth. So that kind of a situation. There could be a twin flame. If I see a soulmate later on, I'll talk about it. But now I'm seeing you taking action while you're in the midst of studying something, expanding on something, or looking at networking, marketing. I see you in a lot of markets. Many of you are going shopping, marketing. Maybe it's for a business. Maybe it's for a big event. Maybe it's for, like I see culmination of effort, like you're not alone with group. You're trying to complete something, and you're doing a great fulfillment. It's going quite well. You're releasing the fruits of your labor, and you're focusing on your needs after that. And I'm seeing you become very abundant in many ways. And this is happening between April and July, so that you know, April and July. Okay, you may be feeling indecisive. You need to focus. You're not able to focus, you're overwhelmed. And when you do focus, you will find out that balance and meditation is needed, both of them, so that you can reach to a level of your feelings will be complete, and you'll know what you want and how you want to proceed. Focus is everything, and having faith. You have so many options before you, and you want to choose. Whatever you choose, you've got to be very, very realistic and patient at the same time. Your awareness is heightening also. Your well-being is becoming great too, so that works out well. But you are torn. I see the direction of what you want to take, where to take the direction, which direction to take, is making you really wonder. I do see that there is a lot of enthusiasm, and this is what motivates you towards a new venture, a new idea, a new thought. You're working hard to achieve a particular goal, and you will achieve it. But there is spiritual love. I see spiritual love entering your life, someone from your past lives. It could be a soulmate or a twin flame. And I see a loving family finally sort of giving you that emotional security that you finally have been longing for, but you didn't have it in the past. I see a lot of happiness, and I see successfully overcoming problems. There's a bridge that you're crossing, and when you were torn whether you should or not, that's all over. You have finally reached your justice, what is fair and what is the right thing to do. Stability and balance coming into your life. Stability and balance. It's a beautiful love heart here. It's amazing the way it looks. You're falling in love with someone, really. You were in a wrong relationship. Now you're falling in love with the right person. And all your thoughts, your problems, your doubts, all your hesitation is disappearing. I do feel like you're triumphing over your troubles and winning. There's a victory for you. There's a cause for celebration that you're planning for. You're going to be stepping into a new experience, a new life after this event, this celebration event. You will reap exactly what you sow. What you've been working hard for, you will reap. And I feel like there is going to be a wonderful, wonderful time for you in October. Between September and October, it's going to be great around your birthday time, September and October. October is mentioned here too. There is some celebration, or you're stepping into something wonderful, a new way of life, a new experience. It's just going to be fantastic. And you are going to feel that you are on target and your goal is absolutely achieved. If you're feeling unsettled, all of that will change. You will see that you're planning ahead and you will settle. You will have a lot of light, seeing the truth of what you want and how to proceed. I'm seeing someone of earth energy and Aries. That's Aries and earth. Again, it reminds me of the earth energy I saw before, which was Taurus, Aries. It could be that. This time I'm just seeing an earth energy. It could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But there is Mars there too. And the Mars situation is about some sort of inner battle, or maybe dealing with a situation where there may be aggression. Anyhow, what I'm seeing is something like the Tower, believe it or not. Something is going to be removed from your life completely and utterly. You want your comfort zone and you want to heal. So there is that, but I also see something else. I see someone entering your life who is earth energy. Oh my goodness, it could be that person that I thought it's over. It's coming, somebody else might be coming in, of earth and fire, and that's your twin flame. Earth and fire, twin flame, earth and water, twin flame. But I'm seeing earth and fire, and the fire that I'm seeing is Aries. We'll see at the end to see really what is the highest level of. Now, I did skip something here, which I want to look into, because I did see there was some time that you were going through some sort of depression or some sort of illness, or feeling, deception. That deception is showing here again. Maybe it's taking ages until you're letting go of this person. You want to let go of them and it wasn't easy. Communications are a problem, and you're just sort of developing a situation where you want to gather all your strength to be able to say goodbye to someone. Some of you might be migrating, some of you might be relocating. You want to know exactly where the best place is to go. But I just feel like there is a situation where you're torn between whether you should be with someone or not. This is, of course, different. Virgos are going through different time frames. There's a lot. Some of you are awakening and saying, I've got to let go. And there's others who are continuing on. But there is Aries. You're dealing with someone that's got strong Aries in them. There could be a situation where you're holding on too tightly. You've got to let go of. There's a situation where you've got to take action. And others expect the unexpected. There is something that's impulsively is going to happen all of a sudden, and it's going to release you. You are going to be empowered without a doubt. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of energy. You will be an authority, making your right decisions. And in the midst of that, a sincere, wonderful wish will be granted. And also a family wish is going to be granted. So the family is going to be happy about something. A broken bridge and a chaos comes after this. Could the family be happy that you're breaking up with someone that wasn't good for you? You've been persevering, overcoming problems. It could be for some of you, not everybody. There is a pinch in your life. There is a sudden impact where an unexpected ending happens. There could be violence. There could be some sort of a breakdown, but you're liberated. You're free, and that's what matters. That's the broken bridge I was saying. Before, I saw a very upright bridge, very wonderful. You were overcoming everything. But now, an unsuccessful outcome to a problem you thought that wouldn't be as bad. Now, some of you this could be a financial pinch, could be something you might have done in regard to a situation, but there is separation. There is longing even when you're separating someone. You are protected from a lot of negative energy beyond your control, but there is the removal of a situation or someone from your life. A path with money is waiting for you. It's coming. And this is coming at a time where you are standing at the beginning of a wonderful love life with someone. You have this relationship with someone that's too good to be true kind of a situation. You want to pull away from fear, but then you're merging together. You're not able to. This could be a twin flame or a soulmate. Express your love. Go ahead. You don't have to worry. Again, now I know this person is a twin flame because I see earth and fire again. I'm showing earth and fire. This time, in the earth energies, we've got Virgo, like yourself, with Gemini. Could be dealing with someone like yourself, Virgo, Gemini. And they could have fire. That's a twin flame, even though it's got the air there, but it's got the fire and the earth. That's a twin flame. Virgo, Gemini, there's Taurus, Libra. Virgo, Gemini is more. Taurus, Libra, and then there's Capricorn. That's earth energy. That's you, very much like you. If you are dealing with someone that is earth and air, there is a little bit of disruptions, a lot of problems, but you'll learn to adjust. If there is fire there, you will always be regenerating your relationship. Fire energy, this is part of your soulmate. Remember, I said fire and water. Fire energy, Sagittarius, leading the way by far. Then comes Aries and then Leo. But Sagittarius is the leading one in the fire. And the water energy, this completes your soulmate. Fire, Sagittarius, Pisces. So if you meet a Sagittarius, Pisces, that's your soulmate. There's no doubt about it. 100%. You will do well together. Water energy, Pisces, controlling the way for the majority. When I say, for example, when I said Sagittarius, that's for the majority of Virgo. Then comes the second, Aries and Leo. Yes, we've seen a lot of Aries here. Aries is also on top of the level because I saw twice Aries, and we have 3 Aries. That makes a 5. We've got 4 Sagittarius. So yes, Aries and Sagittarius, fire energy, your soulmate, without a doubt. And then we've got Pisces, the strongest in the water energy. Then comes Scorpio, Cancer, the 1 or 2 of them, but the majority of you will be dealing with Pisces. Now, in some cases, Aries being partially your soulmate, you might be leaving someone that had Aries in them. And then there is, again, the connection with you and Aries is very strong, someone that has Aries in them. So you might be connecting with someone new that's got Aries in them. Okay, so that's that one. And then there is air energy. Air energy usually is family for Virgo that you might be dealing with. Aquarius, I see Aquarius. I see Libra. Okay, here we go. Libra, Taurus, which we had that in the earth energy, 3 Libra, Taurus. That makes it 6 Libra, Taurus. There is someone that is Taurus with Libra in your life. You could be connected to Taurus, Libra, without a doubt. A lot of Virgos end up with Taurus, but it's a Taurus, Libra, which you'll see they're more bubbly, more open-minded. And then there is Gemini. There's only 2 Gemini, but don't forget in the Virgo Gemini, we had 4. So another 2 here, that makes it 6 Virgo Gemini, very strong. As for the Chinese, I'm going to go through them very quickly. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are for the majority because there's a high number of them. Chinese year of the dog, Chinese year of the buffalo, Chinese year of the pig, Chinese year of the rat, and then comes the horse, Chinese year of the horse. For the second team, I've got the rabbit, the tiger, the goat, and the rooster. Okay, that's that one. Now I'm going to deliver to you everything else that I'm supposed to deliver, which is looking for my water. Again, my water bottle's not here, so I'll just go through it quickly. All right, we've got the messages for you. It says danger outside world, protection, plus victory. At the end, you will have victory, even though if you're stepping outside the world, that means traveling. If you're traveling overseas, you're going to be very cautious, even though there is danger, but you will be protected. That is great news for those of you who are traveling. Plus, there's a great victory. Let silence guide you to inner peace. So being silent, meditating, like I said before, it's very important to reach to your inner peace. Listen to advice. You are going to be given advice and they're demanding that you listen to it. Very important. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. This can be also when you are in the process of traveling, because as you know, the world is now going through some sort of upheaval around, some areas. So you are going to be guided, and it's needed to cross the ocean of life. This can be to do with traveling, and it can also be literally to do with your life. Okay, what a nice thing to put. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. I love that. Okay, friendship, meeting through friends. You are going to meet someone through friends. You're going to need the courage to take action. There's going to be a ring, and I saw the ring here first, and then I saw another one. So there were two rings. Here I'm just given one ring, which is still the same thing. It's a deal, agreement, promise of intention. And it's about, you'll need the courage to take this ring through. This could be dealing with a marriage, dealing with a situation to do with marriage, to do with agreements, to do with a business deal, contract. It could be all of that. There are situations becoming sensitive. Very soon there will be a key. It could be a key to a house. It could be a key as a resolution to something. There is Chinese year of the cat or rabbit. You might be dealing with someone that is rabbit, born in the year of the rabbit, or they call it the cat sometimes. Something to do with Taurus. Again, Taurus and May. We got May. So Taurus was all over the place. So much Taurus here. And now we got more Taurus. You might be dealing with a Libra Taurus, someone that's either born a Libra under the sign and they've got Taurus, or it could be a Taurus with Libra in the background. May is going to determine a lot, and you're going to be much wiser, but May is going to impact your life on a grand scale. Now I'm going to go through initials of all the people that you are dealing with on a high level, everyone, and the ones that are entering your life. So the higher the number of that particular initial, the majority of you, my dear Virgo, will be dealing with that person. So I was given 5 times the letter E for eggs or evening, 4 times the letter M for monkey or money, 6 times the letter Y for yes, 4 times the letter U for umbrella, 3 times the letter C for Canada or Charlie, 3 times the letter I for I am, 3 times the letter W for winter, 3 times the letter K for kangaroo, 2 times the letter Q for quails or quilt, twice the letter L for love, twice the letter F for fox, twice the letter G for grass, twice the letter N for no, twice the letter J for Japan, twice the letter D for dog, twice the letter Z for zebra, twice the letter H for horse, and then the rest are all one. I've got A, T, O, B, V. Okay, A for apple, T for tiger, O for Olympics, B for butterfly, V for victory, R for Rome, and S for Scorpio. I was given 2 numbers. Number 3. Number 3 is connected to family. There is a sincere wish of a family being granted. 3 is also about business and uniting and working with others. 3 is about upgrading your life and doing something big for the family, upgrading your skills, upgrading the way you live. It's happening, and it's connected to March, by the way. March is someone that's got Pisces in them, and Pisces was very strong in your reading, or someone that's Aries, and Aries was very strong in your reading. It could be in connection to that. It could be in connection to someone that's born Chinese year of the tiger. That could be yourself or someone you're dealing with. From the time you see this cup up to 3 months, all of those things I said could be possible. Any one of them to each and every one of you. The next one is number 2, connected to the Chinese year of the ox or buffalo, connected to a lot happening in partnerships and then a lot of abundance. And it's connected to February. People born in February are Pisces or Aquarius. And there's a lot of Pisces, a lot of Aries, and a lot of Libra Taurus in your reading, that's for sure. And a lot of Virgo Gemini, heaps of them. It is to do with February, something that might have happened in February, some decision was made in February perhaps, or people that are born in February who I already said are Aquarius or Pisces, and it's connected to the Chinese year of the ox buffalo. It could be a soulmate that's coming for some of you. From the time you see this cup up to 2 months, there's going to be so much happening in partnerships, all kind of partnerships, and then abundance comes after that. And that is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, my dear Virgo. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I hope this reading helps you move forward with knowing, the power of knowing. I wish you abundance of blessings and a lot of love and light. Namaste.